This is a really unique opportunity to understand interactive media, new media, video games, and the way choice plays into storytelling. We're looking at an almost complete collection of a genre that stretches back to the 1940s. So when we think about how computational storytelling works, we can look at decades of experimental work in dozens of countries and languages to kind of see how that picture has emerged into, for example, a multi-billion-dollar games industry. There are so many great questions to ask about this collection for graduate students who want to work in gender, graduate students who want to work in comparative literature, graduate students who are interested in the emergence of new genres, experimental work, or who want to do digital humanities data mining and work with really large questions across huge numbers of texts. We're going to get to do new work in relation to these areas, and the only question is who's going to do it. The fact that you can do so much in print, and that illuminates the differences between print and computers in ways we never understood before. This is an example of a Choose a Path story from the Life Games series, Woman Up the Corporate Ladder. It included other titles like Women in Power Politics, and is an interesting example of using the Choose a Path format to talk about social issues and imagine different scenarios in people's lives. The collection contains about 2,000 volumes. They're being cataloged like this. In this case, this is a 2-box set that came together from things called one-on-one adventure game books. This one's called Battle for the Ancient Robot. So there are 2 books in it, and you're supposed to read the books together to have a person versus person competitive experience. There are maps, statistical tables, sets of pictures of things that happen, dice to be rolled, things you can compute, items that you can choose. So in some ways you could think of this as a paper player versus player video game. Really excited about genre, and one of the things I want to ask about genre is who was really innovative where and when in this form. Canons and canonization gives you one way of answering that question, but when you have absolutely everything, you can search for patterns across thousands of books and say, which of these things is not like the others? I'm hoping to find things in this collection that nobody knows are there and that nobody could have even imagined.